Okay, so looking at the chamber nautilus, can you guys give your ideas of the title? Whatnot?
It's just ocean.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought, but then because it said chambered, I thought maybe because I already knew what a nautilus is, so I was like, okay, maybe it's trapped, so it could represent being controlled or tied down.
So I know it's just a sea thing in general. I don't know if it's what bit, but maybe it was the specific name for the pearl inside of a clam. So I was like, oh, metaphorically, someone's a pearl inside of a clam.
Yeah, I didn't know what a nautilus was, so at first I thought it was talking about a ship, and then I was like, oh, it's a mollusk.
I didn't say anything. I didn't know what a nautilus was either. So all I said was something locked away or asleep. Cause I was thinking bedtime chambers also meant
Okay.
bedtime.
Icky dicky.
Alright, so the first stanza. Is there anything that jumped out at
I
you?
was confused when I read it I read it through the first time. I don't know what he's talking about. But then I realized, okay, he's talking about the nautilus. But it took me a little while to get that.
I'm looking at this and I'm picturing a boat, but
Right.
it's oh, the bark that flings, and I'm the big bit with the and then the wings, the sail. What are you describing, buddy?
Yeah, I think he's comparing the sail to a nautilus.
Yeah.
What's not personification, but the animal? It's personification.
It's more of a metaphor.
Yeah.
I figured the animal traits one.
Oh, I had no clue. I actually thought it was a ship. That's what I first put. And I was thinking the sirens, and you're saying the wings kind of make it mystical and mysterious. That was the first stanza. I get how it was comparing to the nautilus was being compared to a ship. By the time I read to the third stanza, I believe.
And he's complimenting the nautilus. He looks to this as something great. And how you said the wings, it's very fantasy and out of this world, something that you wouldn't. So it creates that vibe.
Just positive.
Yeah. And then did you guys see how he brought up sirens?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. And then because I know what sirens are, I thought it was an allusion to foreshadowing. It was illusion, but foreshadowing
Sirens are always I'm always sometimes with sirens because oh, they're evil, they run into the depths. Oh, they're so beautifully singing. Which one? Pick a side.
I could see how if you're saying the foreshadowing of death, and how you were also saying the beauty of a siren, because as the first stanza was showing, it's a ship of the nautilus was also being compared to a ship of pearl, something beautiful enough. But as you read on, you learn that nautilus is dead.
Yeah, or the ship sinks. Yeah.
And it was kind of a shift in tone in the second stanza, because now it's sad. The nautilus is dead. The dim dreaming life was wont to dwell. And I was like, damn. So yeah.
I know the ship is dead, but
the nautilus is the
Nautilus,
ship.
yeah.
yes, but is a nautilus the piece itself a part of the
It
dead
is
remains?
It is the thing, but it's the whole entire.
I think it's a full animal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was
It's like a
definition.
And it comparing its personification and calling it a frail tenant made me feel bad for it.
It's a mollusk, it does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, there's kind of something.
I was trying not to look it up for the whole thing for this.
No.
Oh, I thought you knew what it was. You would...
No, I know it's a sea thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And now that I look it up,
Does that make more sense?
so then what is a conch shell?
You don't know what a conch shell is?
Yeah, because I thought what I'm looking at is. Get back on topic without me.
Oh,
Okay. Anyway.
okay. I'm sorry.
It's fine, but
Well,
I don't know.
second stanza. That's where I kind of realized it was about the animal and not the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what else?
Hi, yeah, you want to?
Huh?
Oh my god.
Wow, look who's back. Does that have anything specific?
Your group's waiting on you.
Zach is back.
We have to stop
We
the
already
recording.
know.
We're
No,
not
he can
stopping.
join in late. He's late.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't think of anything else for the second. I mean, yeah, for the second season.
I don't think there
The only thing that really happened was the Nautilus is dead now, and that's.
I didn't think he was dead at that point.
Well, it says living gods no more on the throne.
Oh.
Rex is the shape of the throne.
I think I may have put it in like the third or
Yeah.
fourth stanza that it was actually dead. Just because I thought it was like weak, like about to die, but not exactly dead. You feel? Oh my gosh. Give me a minute, guys. Y'all can continue talking. I'm just gonna fix this.
Did you guys have anything for the second season?
Like a lot of it was like, wow. Like there's, this is really bad, but like my perception of time is really bad. So I'm like, there's no way they knew about undersea things. Like real ones, not like. So I know they would fish, and they created sea monsters, and I was like, that's it. That's all they know.
Right.
Fishing and made up sea monsters.
So you thought a Nautilus was like a sea monster?
No, so I thought they wouldn't have known about a Nautilus.
Oh wait, it's not. Oh no, it's a good thing. Oh.
Yes.
What?
I know because of Minecraft.
I also know it because of Minecraft.
Yeah, I think I forgot one of those elements. But it's mixing like the fantasy, like how the poem's more storytelling
Yeah.
versus using real life sea elements
Yeah.
like the Nautilus itself.
Right. But yeah, I don't have anything for the second one. Okay, I guess we can do the third one. This one, it kind of just brought on like how the Nautilus worked really hard for what it had, so like its shell, and every year it had to create a new one, and it kind of just represents the struggles that it went through to like set up its idol door and stuff like that, and I compared that to like a human struggle and like something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with the shell there. I think it was just like regrowth and like renewing. Like as even though inside they're still their own self, but new things need new change.
Right.
It's like a thing where like all the cells in your body completely replace themselves every 7 years. It doesn't have exactly to do with this, but that's what that reminds me of.
What?
Anything else for the third one?
Wait, what?
So, science research, every cell in your body is like completely replaced every 7 years. So like you're still you, but it's like the who's its what's its ship thing. Theseus' ship? Is that him?
I also thought that maybe like the third stanza
Yeah, it's Theseus.
Was talking about letting go of like the past and making room for new things. It said he left the past years dwelling for the new, like so like letting go of past pain and things like as a metaphor.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Does that know where we're at?
No, it's okay. We'll go with it.
Oh, wow.
This video goes for too long. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we can go to the.
I mean, yeah, third. And what was that?
Alright, I kind of forgot what I said.
Did you guys say there was a ship?
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said
there's
this is where he actually died. This is the part where I said like he's dead.
Yeah. And I said there's a shift as well because we go from only talking about the Nautilus to now we're focusing more on, the mer people. Like it talks about Triton and Children of the Sea.
He's talking to the Nautilus.
I
No,
thought
like
that was
directly to it.
I thought the train was a comparison, like an evolution.
Yeah. So I think it's like it went from him talking to us about it to him, the speaker talking to the Nautilus.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's like I guess dead or something. I don't know.
Yeah, at that point, I thought it was dead. And with the illusion, as I was saying, the comparison of a god and an animal, I think shows that the death was honest. Like he's saying that the Nautilus' death was honest.
Mhm.
I think it's the same thing with the Siren's now, but maybe in a different sense. Maybe not honest.
How is death honest?
Yeah. Like his death wasn't taken advantage of. I mean, looking at like the other poems, like
Yeah, no,
yeah.
He just died. Nothing else. Nothing more to it.
Okay.
And then like when it said child of the wandering sea, it was like called it a child. So I like when I think child, I think like naive, innocent, and stuff like that. And I think it just made like the readers feel sorry for the Nautilus because like usually when you talk about children, it's like a soft spot for people.
Innocent. Right.
That too, or like we were talking about the show, like the renew or rebirth.
Wait, that's it.
Either one. Last go look quicker.
And then yeah, last one.
Okay, last stanza.
No, last thing.
Huh? What? I didn't
Sorry,
know what you said.
I didn't say anything.
Oh.
I'm zoning back in.
I think I just where actually put my shit. Yeah, this is where I put my shit.
This is where like
So leaving that out.
sorry.
Yeah.
Take your time. Oh.
No, you just say.
Okay. Just gonna skip everything. Last line specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving Dinah a grown shell. Like really think that's like genuinely becoming more like your soul. Going back to the oversoul, I guess. Done through the big good. That's it.
Nice.
I feel like that was sarcasm.
What?
It was
No.
actually was, yeah.
Please.
No.
Sorry.
I promise you, it wasn't. That was actually like.
Malia, what did you have to say?
I was just saying like the speaker is inspired by the Nautilus to like build their fantastic shell, but basically with his soul instead. So like how he passed off what doesn't fit him, changing himself to
From you.
I was gonna say, like you had said, like, but at the same time, life is gonna outgrow you, and either you're gonna match up with it or become something new. And I believe that's what he was saying in that last stanza as his call to action to everybody else and the message to himself.
It's like a saying, and it's like plant yourself like a tree, something will like come chop you down anyway. And it's specifically for people who are like stuck in their ways. That's what you're reminding me of.
I've never heard of that. But
I don't think
It's
I've
not
ever
that
heard it either.
exactly, but it's like
so
it's the closest thing I can think of to that saying.
Okay.
do you guys have anything?
I just said letting go of the past, becoming a person, doing your own thing.
We just have change.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
I put down like allow people to take time to grow and develop on their own. And don't rush something. Don't force something on somebody. It'll take time, and that can be for both children and adults, or just life in general.
That's good.
Okay. I said to move on from the past and let the future come naturally. Like with the shell, it kind of just renewed itself over and over again. And the animal itself, I guess, like the life cycle has always been deemed as a natural process. So I was relating that to the poem of how it just only showed the last process before its exact death.
I said you can better your life by working hard and discarding parts of yourself that no longer fit you. So like how he just when he no longer creates that shell, he'll make a new one and like work hard to create that new shell. I can see that. Yeah, that's it.